Hi, I'm Ryan Donlin,
I'm Steve Grunert.
and we'd like to welcome you to segment 7 in our Minds Unleashed video series entitled Different Strokes. Now this is a fun one because what we are encouraging you to do with your team is to get everyone collectively aware of what we call a blinding flash of the obvious, or a BFO, blinding flash of the obvious. And what is that? Well, that not all of us in K-12 are superstars. Not all of us are superstars. We have others hanging out with us as well. So how do we impress this upon folks to get it into their mind's eye in a way that's safe for conversation? Well, that's what Different Strokes is all about. We ask you to read a section and read it together, something that has to do with educator quality. Maybe something from the unit The Untouchables. And then we'd like you to have a little fun by doing the following.
And here's where it gets fun. We would like for you to read it and then try to think about the worst educator you know. How would they respond to what you just read? Again, you just read the chapter now through the eyes, through the lens, through the experiences of the worst educator. Hopefully they're not there in the room with you. Hopefully they're not sitting next to you. But we would like for you to think about that person. What would they say? And then we'd like for you to think about the best educator you know. And maybe it's you. But think about what the best educator you know, what would they think? What would they say? How would they respond after reading this chapter?
Then what you do is you start asking folks in the room, okay, what's on the minds of the worst? And then you take and you divide your whiteboard in two and you jot down those things that the worst educator would be thinking and saying on the left side of the board. And of course, we reserve the right side of the board for those things that would be on the minds of your best.
Now where it gets interesting is that not all of your teachers are worst or best. In fact, there's very few of both. Most of the teachers out there live somewhere in the middle. They're somewhere between best and worst. So what we'd like for you to do on this continuum, if you will, we have worst on the left, best on the right. What are the people in the middle going to say?
Because sometimes those perspectives in the middle can make all the difference in moving your team, your school, and your achievement forward. We'd like to thank you again for joining us. Best to you as you unleash your mind and make a positive difference on behalf of those you lead. Here's our book, Minds Unleashed, a powerful weekly reader for principals and their teams.
So if you are a principal, or you know a principal who could use our book as a gift, consider ordering one.
In doing so, you'll give them permission to think, relax, and think again. Principals and hardworking educators certainly deserve it.